We are here with Newman alum Angela Harper. She is a student affairs specialist. This topic we're going to discuss is preparation. She's going to kind of define what preparation means to her and then talk about it with her experience at Newman, doing a few internships, and then in the real world working.
Preparation to me means, obviously getting ready, but setting your plan in place and then doing whatever action is needed to make that plan go smoothly. So preparation is kind of like studying for a class, right, or a test. You know what's going to be on the test, you have a good idea, but you have to go into detail of what you go over so that you're prepared to take the test and pass it. It's the same thing with internships. So my second internship was at U Sciences in their athletic department, and I didn't do this, but to prepare for that internship, I could have read more about the school's community and what the student life was like. I would have learned that they were trying to add 2 more sports to their school roster. That would have prepared me for searching for possible locations for a soccer field and getting in contact with companies that did field preparation and upkeep, or knowing that they were also in the process of rebuilding a culture there. So there was a lot of programming needed for that internship. So I could have read up and kind of searched, simple Google, the school website, LinkedIn, using whatever resources that you have available that doesn't cost you anything to use, to prepare yourself and give you general knowledge so that when you go in, you can ask specific questions about things instead of just general, oh, what's that? Or how do you do that? Any supervisor at a job, internship, your professor, anyone is going to be impressed that you took the extra effort to prepare yourself with the information that you need, so that it shows them that you actually want to learn and you have an interest in it.
Yeah, so let's talk about you for a little bit. So let's talk about the experience that you've had in terms of preparing, and whether that's here at Newman, getting an internship or a job. What has helped you? What was your, schedule of preparation? How would you go about that?
So I was terrible at it at first. From my freshman year, I actually changed majors my sophomore year, so I did 0 preparation picking schools. I did 0 preparation picking a major, clearly, because I had to change it. And all throughout my years at Newman, I kind of picked up listening to my professors, learning that you have to look things up before you do it to prepare. So I did a lot of Googling. Same thing with studying. I didn't really know how to study, so I had to try out different ways and figure out what worked for me. Reading job descriptions in detail is very important. Same with internships. You have to read each description, look for keywords, key responsibilities, duties to be performed, and really think about if that's what you want to do. And if it is, what else can you do to prepare for that? So if, scheduling is one of the duties required for whatever job or internship you're going to, you would look up what kinds of programs does this company or this industry use for scheduling. Can I look up and find, a name of a common system? So when I go into the interview and they say, do you have any questions for me? I can say, yes. Well, do you use, the IMB banner system here? And they'll be like, how do you even know about that? And they'll be impressed. So taking the time to read descriptions, read directions, it takes you further in the long run. And that was something that I had to learn through a lot of trial and error. But from graduating to now, 2 years out, I think I've gotten a really good grasp on it. And it was only from practicing it, doing it every single time. So anytime I had an interview or, a new project at work, I'm right to Google or right to whatever resource I think will have the most information about it. Read up on it, reread it, take notes, whatever you need to do. Preparation is important in getting the job done and getting it, whatever it is that you need to get done efficiently.
Yeah, so one of the things we've talked about with preparation is also planning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in your daily life, you use the example of going to the movies as a way to plan. How does preparation in your professional life kind of translate over to your personal life to make it a lot easier?
I think when you get used to preparing to do things, it just makes things easier. Like the example of going to the movies, When are you going to be off? Is a 6 o'clock movie going to be feasible for you? Do you have enough money to pay for your ticket and your popcorn? And, do you have enough gas to get to the movie theater? Those types of things are preparation in order to do the event of going to the movie. So you have to think about those things beforehand, plan, put in place. I get paid on this day, so I'll have enough money for all of those things. My plan is to set aside, $30 to go to the movies, and then that's your plan and preparation just to go to the movies.
Yeah, so perfect. I think this is a great way for you guys to understand what preparation is, how to translate it into your work, whether it's internship, job, and then into your life, because Angela just gave you a really good example of how you should think about life using the professional background and preparation. So preparation and planning, they go hand in hand, and I think you guys can learn from that. So thank you, Angela.
Thank you.